So this is the BRX rifle. It's got some cool features onto it. It has a red dot scope that's powered by the rifle. The batteries contained within it. They self-charge. They have little ports here where they charge. It takes about 2 hours to charge your rifle. And the battery charge is supposed to last up to 8 hours. I've never had one die. But then again, most people play probably straight without charging. It was about 5 or so hours, maybe 6. But that was also turning off and on. They also have a headband to go with it, which has a USB mini plug that charges on the bottom. And that would be at the top of it. It has a small switch to turn it on and off, a switch to turn the gun on and off, and there's several buttons on this on how to use it. Let me take this strap off. They have a strap so that you can hold it and you don't drop it, and it's advised to hold them, and anybody who uses my guns is required to wear them or you can't play, because these guns are actually pretty expensive. They're not cheap toys, they're expensive toys. So if you see right here, there's some buttons, and there's a left button and a right button and a select button, as well as an alternate button here that you use to select some options. And then the power switch is right here on the gun. And then there's this right here, which you use to cock back and reload your weapon. It's pretty cool. And then on your scope, you can see that there is you can set the type of scope setting you want to between a dot or a crosshair or a circle, a crosshair, etc. If you can zoom in and take a look at that, I don't know if you can see it from that camera, but you can choose what type of dot you like to see in your red dot scope. So you put the strap on, and everybody always has a strap on whenever you're playing, right? So in case you drop it or something that gets away from you, you can hold it. You can also order these separately, which are the phone brackets. You can actually sync with Bluetooth your gun to an Android phone. It doesn't work yet with iOS. They're supposed to be in the works on it. And you can play games via Wi-Fi or online through your cell data service, and you can see the screens, and it collects and it records your points and how many people you killed, the team score, how the overall progress is going, time limits, etc. So that's pretty much the overview of that. There's a pretty good sized speaker. It's like a 3-inch speaker on there, and it's actually pretty loud. So it's
welcome to Battle Company. Select a game.
And it has the different options, so you go into it, and that's the speaker. It has vibration built into it, as well as a little bit of rumble from the speaker. So whenever you fire, you feel a little bit of a kick. So you actually know you're firing. It's kind of cool. It gives you a little bit more realistic thing. And what's really neat about these, what makes them different than I think a lot of laser tag sets you get, is they're extremely accurate. And so you actually have to sight in and use your scope to aim and run around and shoot people and actually hit their target. And this is the headband that you wear during the game, and it has targets all around it. And I'll talk about that in just a second when I'm done talking about the gun. And but you actually have to sight them in and zoom in and actually shoot them. It's pretty cool. There's a couple cool features whenever you are firing. And I'll show you.
Select a game. Locked and loaded.
That whenever you're actually firing, it has a light. So whenever you're shooting at night, you'll see that somebody's firing at you. So you can't really hide. So it's pretty cool. So that's pretty much the basics of the game, and I'll go through some different features and scopes and how to use the game, how to program the gun, etc. in